People sometimes ask me if the results I get from ChatGPT is just about writing better prompts. But there is something else that matters just as much. When we work with AI, it can play three very different roles. It can replace thinking, it can assist thinking, or it can strengthen thinking. Today, I want to test something. I am going to ask the exact same questions to two versions of ChatGPT. One where I am not logged in, just the raw ChatGPT, and one that I have worked with for a very, very long time. And I have given specific instructions on how I want us to communicate. So let's see what happens. Here I have 5 different questions. I haven't decided which one to use yet, so let's just pick one randomly. Here we have the 5 different questions, and I'm gonna pick this one. Outline a short blog post about staying mentally strong while using AI tools. So here we are in the untrained ChatGPT, and I'm gonna send the question right there. And I'm gonna do the same in my usual ChatGPT. And here we have them both. I scroll down here. Here is a simple outline for a short blog post about staying mentally strong while using AI tools. Title ideas: Staying mentally strong in the age of AI, using AI without losing your thinking skills, AI as a tool, not a crutch. And then we have brief introduction, the rise of AI tools, the risk of over-reliance, keep your brain in the loop, set healthy boundaries with AI, strengthen core mental skills, and conclusion. If you'd like, I can also help you turn this into a 600 to 800 word finished blog post, adapt it for LinkedIn or Medium, and add examples of healthy AI usage habits. Now let's look at the second one. Here is a clean outline you could turn into a short blog post about mental strength when working with AI tools. Title: Staying mentally strong in the age of AI. Let's scroll this down and compare. Opening: The hidden AI challenge. Section 2: The 3 ways people use AI. While the other one had the risk of over-reliance. Here it says AI can replace thinking, assist thinking, strengthen thinking. While the first one had AI can make tasks easier, but relying on it too much can weaken critical thinking, problem-solving ability, and creativity. Section 3, keep your brain in the loop. On this one, the mental cost of convenience. Explain the risks over time this can lead to. Section 4, set healthy boundaries with AI. And this one has how to stay mentally strong. And it has a couple of suggestions. And then it has the closing thoughts, why this one has encourage habits that keeps the mind sharp outside of AI, reading deeply, writing, and so forth. And a conclusion: AI should amplify your mind. And this just has the closing thoughts. AI is not the problem. The problem is how easily convenience can replace effort. And if you look at the end here, I can definitely say that this is my AI I usually use. You can say, if you want, I can also help turn this into a pixel style reflective blog post, a creator in the loop article, or a YouTube episode script version. So that actually gives it away. But they were pretty similar, even though this shows more of my writing style. Let's just grab one of the others. What are the risks of relying on AI too much when creating content? So that's a more general question. So here we have the non-logged in. Relying heavily on AI for content creation can be powerful, but it also introduces several risks if not balanced with human judgment. Here are the most important ones to consider. That is the free version. If we look at the one that is the one I use, my logged in account. Relying heavily on AI for content creation can be useful, but it also comes with several real risks. Most of them are not technical problems with the tools themselves. They are cognitive and creative side effects that show up over time if AI becomes the mind driver of the work. Here are the most important ones. So, the unlogged in, the clean ChatGPT said loss of original voice and creativity, while my model says gradual loss of your own thinking process. Second, the free version says accuracy and misinformation risks. And as you can see, it adds all these emojis and stuff. My trained model says homogenized content. So that was not the same point at all. Point 3 here is overdependence and skill erosion. And on my ChatGPT, illusion of understanding. Number 4 is ethical and ownership issues, while my version said reduced creative friction. And it talks about creativity often comes from struggle, rewriting a paragraph, wrestling with the concept, exploring dead ends. Number 5 talks about SEO and platform risks on the free one, and in my version, over-reliance on external system. And then we come in the free one to shallow understanding of topics, and here it comes into ethical and trust concerns. Number 7, security confidentiality risks. While my model says weakening of personal voice. My model ends this with the healthiest way to use AI, while this talks about best practice. And here they have totally different approaches. This humans' idea and expertise. AI helps with outlining and drafting. Human edits, fact checks, and adds insights. And a final human review. While mine says replace thinking. The AI generates the content and the human edit. Or assist thinking. The AI helps with draft summaries or research. And the third point, AI can strengthen thinking. The AI challenges ideas, tests arguments, and forces deeper reasoning. The third approach tends to produce the strongest long-term results. In the mode, AI becomes more like a sparring partner than a replacement. If you're interested, I can also show 5 practical ways creators can use AI without weakening their thinking. And the general ChatGPT said, if you want, I can also explain 5 ways professional writers can use AI safely without losing originality. So there we have the difference between a large language model that have clear instructions. For example, you didn't see any emojis in my ChatGPT because I have told it to get rid of all the fluff. It is also very much based on a lot of our latest conversation. And they have been about your own thinking when using AI, which we could see in the answers. You saw also parts where it know that I use different writing styles for different assignments. And it asked me if it wanted me to write in typical Pixelpia style or an outline for an upcoming YouTube video. So it has a lot of knowledge about how I want to work with it. Even if I gave both versions the exact same prompt, the result is very different. I am not saying that one is better than the other, but it shows how you can shape the collaboration with a large language model by giving it clear instructions and working with the same model for the same type of tasks over time. And that is important to be able to keep the human in the loop, in the thinking, in the responsibility, and in the critical thinking process. In my next video, I am gonna show you exactly how this back and forth between me and ChatGPT can look when I am working on a specific project, and how I still, after all these years, from time to time, have to redirect it because it falls back in patterns that I don't always appreciate. I hope to see you here for my next video. For today, there is only one thing left to say. Bye!